riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Good morning. I don't believe I've shown you where we're staying, and this is called Grange Way Campground. Not exactly my type of campground, but let me tell you, this corner back here has been really quiet. We're kind of towards the back. 58 minutes, an hour to Toronto, and we're gonna park. I found this. All the parking lots, by the way, in Toronto are kind of low clearance. Most of them. We couldn't find one where Starship would fit. I mean, we didn't look all that hard either, but I'm sure there's more. But I think I found the surface parking in the Distillery District, and Toronto is so walkable that we can walk from there and spend the day walking back and forth, or there's always Uber. I mean, public transit is great in Toronto too, so we're gonna be fine.
It is fairly quiet right now, but yesterday this place was bustling with activity. Today is Sunday, so most people are probably checking out. There it is, the unmistakable silhouette of CN Tower in the distance. Here we are, this is where we're gonna park.
Right, here we are, we've made it to Toronto. We are in the Distillery District. Parking was $5 per hour, and let's see. I think we're gonna leave the car here all day.
The Distillery District used to be the site of one of the largest distilleries in Canada, Gooderham and Worts, founded in 1832. And the district itself contains the largest and best preserved collection of Victorian-era industrial architecture in North America. So after the distillery closed in 1990, they decided to revitalize the area and reopen in 2003 as what it is today. They have a bunch of boutiques, art galleries, restaurants, cafes. Very nice indeed. We're just gonna walk around a little bit, but let's face it, most likely we're gonna have early lunch at the famous Mill Street Brewery. Yeah, we skipped breakfast. It's pretty lively, even this early.
Well, here we have the word love spelled out with love locks. It's very cool. Yeah, check it out. It is love locks. Some of them are combination locks. El Catrín Destillería. You think they distill tequila in there? Mill Street Brew Pub.
Yep, this is it. And I think they just opened. But we're gonna walk a little more, see what else is around.
Okay, here we have another old flame brewing, like the one we saw in Port Perry. And look at that skyscraper up there. It's like, yeah, Toronto is that kind of city. Well, we're gonna walk around a little more, and then we're probably gonna eat at that Mill Street. Yeah, they have trams. Yeah, it's a big, densely populated city here, Toronto. And I think that Mill Street, that's where we ate 12 years ago when we were here last. So
let's go back because we must have made a wrong turn.
Yeah, we continue just wandering aimlessly the alleys of the Distillery District here. Oh, there we go. Poutine, one of the greatest Canadian inventions here. And they have a poutinery. I didn't know they made poutineries. There you go, classic, vegan, pulled pork. Yeah, poutine. Good stuff.
They just opened, so there's hardly anyone here. But since we skipped breakfast, we're kind of hungry. And thirsty for that matter.
Because it is 5 o'clock somewhere. We got poutine and steak sandwich. That was really good.
It is slowly filling up. We're going to walk off our delicious sandwich, and it is getting busy here. Very, very lively. I think we've gotten our Toronto walking tour to a great start. It might be cool to live in an apartment building here so close to all this stuff.
Spirit of York.
They have a 6-course dinner with cocktail pairings. We definitely need more time than one day here, because as I usually say, there's only so much you can eat, or drink for that matter.
I like it.
It is indeed a lovely space, this distillery here.
Very cool looking distillery. We might come here, before heading back. We'll see. Now let's just walk around Detroit. Toronto. What's wrong with me? Got lost. Walk the city. Walking is always the best way to see a city.
A millstone brought from England many moons ago. I like this barrel with all the maple leaves. Yeah, we are unmistakably in Canada.
Peace and love and happiness.
Very cool old buildings here.
Here we've got some street art. And these people really like their Adirondack chairs. They're everywhere. And they're green glass condominiums.
Where we noticed this prevalence of green glass windows the most was last year in Vancouver. Or was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, they have a heart back there that you can take a selfie with. Let me ask the Google lady where we're supposed to go next.
The idea is to go in that general direction. We're gonna start by walking west on this esplanade towards Old Toronto, and then we'll see. Is it Toronto or Toronto? I don't know.
Newest ways to make friends. Check it out. Whew. This is called the Esplanade.
It's a very nice green space here in the middle of the city.
And here we are. We made it to the St. Lawrence Market.
Let's check out the market while we're here. This seems to be like a side door.
No live animals allowed.
As opposed to dead animals? Let's check out the upper level. Oh yeah, this is world class. I wish we were hungry. Do you think I might like red meat? I kind of wish we had a market like this one at home, although I'm not a big fan of the crowds.
Yeah, let's get celery.
We were talking about the benefits of celery juice last night. Everything looks so fresh and beautiful. Alright, I think we've had enough sensory overload for now. Ooh, they have this nice area out here.
I hear music down there.
We came back down to street level, and they have more stuff down here. Interesting furniture.
Well, it is that time of the day, and when in Canada, you do Timmy's. You gotta have my espresso.
I guess it would be sacrilegious to go to Starbucks, right? But now we're walking towards the lake. Here's the map. so you get an idea of where we're going. This would be George Brown College.
Oh yeah, what we're approaching on the map is said Sugar Beach Park. But it's kind of like a fake beach, like what we saw in Detroit. It's just a little bit of sand, so people, sit in the sun and pretend you're at the beach.
It is still a great respite from the hustle and bustle of the city, and if you can't swim, at least you can sunbathe.
Namate plátano. This is very nice, very pleasant here, especially on a nice early spring day like today. Did I say early spring? I meant to say early fall. Me and my seasons, I get confused since we don't have seasons in Florida. Sugar Beach. Well, calling it a beach might be a stretch, but it's still larger than the one in Detroit. And at least this one is actually waterfront. CN Tower out there.
That's the boat we took to the island the last time we were here. Great views from the island, by the way, but we're not gonna do that today. And here they have this nice lakefront walk called Water's Edge Promenade.
All right, let's go back and let's start heading south now.
Heading west, really, and then north towards Yonge-Dundas Square, which is now called Sankofa.
Liquid sugar. Let's check it out. In 1958, that's what it looked like. Oh, the Queen. So I guess it was a sugar refinery. Cool. And you still have where the conveyor used to be.
Actually, after further research, I believe this is still a sugar refinery.
Redpath Sugar. Well, I guess it still is a sugar factory. They just made it look pretty. Kind of, sort of. Cool, right here in the middle of downtown. Well, on the lakefront. You can actually smell the molasses as we're walking here.
I guess it makes sense for it to be lakefront, where the cargo ships can just dock. Yeah, industry. And that would be CN Tower, lurking behind the skyscrapers. Toronto has such great architecture. Take a look at that condo right there. Amazing. And here's looking north. They have a Google office.
Yeah. Interesting architecture.
Like if it's good.
And here we have street art. I have no idea what it's called. Yeah, that's a new high-rise right there.
And here we're going to take Yonge Street north.
Look at that. I bet you they're gonna tear this down soon.
Maybe they're just fixing it up, but I don't know.
Here we've got art. It does look like a precious moment, doesn't it? Or South Park. I don't know. Yeah, here across the street we have the famous Hockey Hall of Fame.
They say it is not to be missed, but I've never been into hockey, so I wouldn't know. Yonge Street here is also known as Main Street, Ontario, and until recently it was mistakenly considered the longest street in the world. It really isn't.
Coffee Company.
Here we have these two old facades that seem to defy the modernity around them. Let's go into the Eaton Center, which is basically a huge shopping mall. One of the largest ones in Ontario. I really like the design with the glass ceiling, but we're not really into shopping or shopping malls, so it'll be a short visit. Let's go to the upper level for that iconic view.
Oh yeah, this is the famous Eaton Center here in Toronto. Now we continue going towards, I forget the new name. It used to be called Yonge-Dundas Square. Well, yeah, here we are. Some would compare it with like Times Square in New York or Piccadilly Circus in London. It's, yeah, I mean, it certainly has the huge screens everywhere, so, yep.
But the guy was just
There always seems to be some kind of demonstration happening here.
Right now, these are being made of Kensington and being burned alive.
Well, here we have the Latino Festival. What is it called? There we go, walking tacos. Well, apparently they're gonna have live music at some point, but I don't know, we don't have a schedule, so we're gonna continue. And apparently there was a parade this morning that we also missed. So, and we are obviously not hungry, so otherwise maybe some Colombian food or something like that would have been good. Oh, look at the visitor information booth here.
All of a sudden, we're thirsty.
The Morpheus Clinic for Hypnosis. Morpheus. The Matrix has you. Let's look for a pub. Well, that was good. Good pub. Great reset here just to, you know, it's kind of overwhelming where you're not used to it or you're not like, you haven't been in a big city in a long time. Seeing so many people and, you know, the noise and all the sensory overload can be a little overwhelming. And I mean, we were in Detroit recently, but there's no comparison. This is like the New York of Canada, if you will, or the Chicago of Canada, big city. We're gonna walk west now towards Chinatown and an area called Kensington Market.
We're gonna take a quick detour to see Nathan Phillips Square.
Well, here we are. And this was the area where our hotel was the last time we were here. That's the City Hall. And that over there is the old City Hall. What's going on here?
Yep, that's the old City Hall and courthouse with the iconic clock tower and gargoyles. Nathan Phillips Square here, and I've heard this becomes a skating rink in the winter. And they are setting up a teepee in the middle. I think they are getting ready for a First Nations festival.
It seems today they're having something called Indigenous Legacy Gathering, so let's check it out. I mean, we're just gonna walk through. And a bunch of teepees, so they have the Toronto sign there, but you would take the picture from the other side. Or they're building a teepee right there in the middle of the pond here. at Nathan Phillips Square. And I do believe this becomes a skating rink during the winter time, which would be cool. It would be cool to visit during winter time.
It might be a little colder than cool, huh?
And of course, there is a line to take that iconic Toronto photo, because why not? Yeah, this is one of the most iconic spots here in the city, surrounded by skyscrapers. And now let's see if we can finally see Chinatown and Kensington Market. I believe it is that, I mean, the sun sets on the west and that's on the west. So we should walk into the west, into the sunset. Yeah, apparently the indigenous festival it begins tomorrow, so. Back on Dundas Street, and yeah, we're starting to see signage. I don't know if that's Mandarin or what language it is, but yeah, we're approaching Chinatown. Okay, this area may be Thai.
Toronto is supposed to be one of the most diverse cities in the world. As I said, very diverse. Here we have Middle Eastern cuisine.
There it comes. You know, that's what I call a street salad, which, by the way, we couldn't have asked for better weather. I mean, blue skies. It's a little warm in the sun, but in the shade, it's actually not so bad. We're probably low 80s today at this time of the day.
Definitely approaching a different neighborhood now.
It's getting cooler and cooler, the neighborhood.
Different architecture for sure.
And here's the Gallery of Ontario. Let's check out this elephant here. It says 8 minutes walking to Kensington Market. There's a pub across the street. All this all has. And here's a sculpture. It's called Moments Contained by Thomas J. Price. Musée des Beaux-Arts de l'Ontario, AGO. Yeah, I like the contrast between the new and the old. And some of these look very, very old. It would probably be super cool to visit the art gallery, but the art museum, not gallery. But we're probably gonna save that for some other time. Today is gonna be mostly an outdoor day, especially since we're enjoying this outstanding weather. And besides, we only have like maybe 2 or 3 hours left here in the city. Lucky Moose Food Mart.
Here we have some produce.
Look at the murals.
Bank of China. Yeah, it feels very authentic in here.
Yeah, Chinese Freemasons. Duck. That looks yummy. Some cool murals here. Keeps going and going. This is the very epicenter of Chinatown on Kensington Market, right here, I think, according to Google.
We're actually approaching Kensington Market, which is supposed to be this bohemian, multicultural neighborhood. And today it is Sunday, so it should be lively.
Let's go this way. I don't know, let's check out Kensington Market.
It is always good to hear live music on the street. It is just a cacophony of sounds everywhere. Fruit, posters, second-hand books. It is quite eclectic. Ooh, this guy is really good. And I don't really know how much of this music I can show you. But I like it. I'll try to show you as much as possible. I must confess, at the beginning I was a little intimidated by this place. But with all the music and the variety and the ambience, let me tell you, I love it. Here we've got another great band. So, 3 bands so far, all playing different styles. And you can tell these guys are having a really good time. I'm sorry I have to talk over some of this music, but I don't want to risk it. I mean, look at all these people here. Amazing. Toronto is an incredible city. The sounds of different musics playing together is everywhere. It's intoxicating.
Definitely sensory overload here.
Now we've got a Brazilian batucada marching band.
That was definitely one of those serendipitous things, and you know, it was certainly loud. And we're gonna have more live music here next, I guess. So it's yeah, definitely a unique place, Kensington Market. Not exactly what I have no idea what I was expecting, but yeah, what can I say? They had me at Brewery. One more. Not bad. All right, let's continue. They're certainly understaffed here, and the bartender had an attitude, but other than that, the beer was good. And let me tell you, this Kensington Market, not what I was expecting. It's really an experience. Here we have some folks playing dominoes, and yep. Sinaloa Factory, Mexican sushi. I've never heard of Mexican sushi. It must be good. Who knew? One of these days we'll have to try that. All right, there's more music coming up ahead, and I think we're gonna go to the main road and take an Uber. We're done walking. That's it. Oh, I hear cumbia.
It is almost like a fusion of cumbia with reggae. Very cool, actually. Maybe I have family here. Let's see what this is. Teriyaki. So we hopped on an Uber and we're going to do one more thing here in Toronto today. Perhaps the most touristy thing you can do in this city. We're going to visit CN Tower.
Well, here we are. We've made it to the iconic CN Tower. Let's see how we can get up there. It's pretty cool. The aquarium is here too. Oh, look at that. Let's do it.
There's a baseball game going on at Rogers Center as well. This is where you buy your tickets.
Well, we bought our tickets at the machine back there. It wasn't cheap. I don't know what the total is. I'll tell you later. It was like $118 for both of us, and it includes both levels, the main level and the upper level. So here we go. Let's check it out. Lenticular screen. Look at that. La Tour CN. Ticket holders.
It feels refreshingly dated, which can be a good thing. And that's the gift shop.
Welcome everyone. The view is going to be through all the glass in front of you. We are heading up to the 114th floor, 114, and it's going to take us 1 minute. You will feel some pressure in your ears, so just swallow a yawn. It should help with that.
Here we are at the top of the world.
Check this place out.
Well, this is a great view looking towards Lake Ontario. Great view. Let's keep going around. And this is not even the highest level. We're gonna go a little bit further up in a bit.
Well, check this out.
Yeah, there's also a glass floor.
Not for the faint of heart, for sure. Whoa. All right, let's check out the outdoor terrace. Well, yeah. Here they have another glass floor. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, the camera will never do justice to the sensation of being here. Yeah, on the edge of the precipice. There's the stadium right down there. You could watch the game from up here. Let's see who's pitching, who's batting.
Let's go to the Sky Pod.
I guess, do we fit? Yeah. Hey, here we go. This is the the tallest observation platform in the Western Hemisphere. Yeah, we paid a little bit extra to be up here, which is the equivalent, I forgot what I said, a few stories higher.
We were just down there, so we're significantly higher here.
Yep.
You can see a swimming pool down there.
You can see everything.
Looking towards that building under construction, you can tell we're much higher now. And we can see an airplane taking off. And some folks are doing the edge walk. Nice rooftop bar down there. Of course, we also get to see the game from up here. There's Yonge-Dundas Square, also known as Sankofa, and Nathan Phillips Square, with both the new and the old City Hall. And of course, you can see everything from this higher perspective. That would be the Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport. A sailboat motoring away, and another airplane taking off.
And I was certain you might be able to see the mist from Niagara Falls on the other side, but I guess I was mistaken. So yeah.
Perhaps on a clearer day.
All right, let's go back down.
How's everyone's visit?
Great. Wonderful.
Feel free to come closer here. We're going to have the view of the north side of the city. Doors, right side windows. And to track the progress of the elevator, you can look below by your feet there. We'll be heading down at 22 kilometers or about 15 miles per hour.
Well, that was, as always, a great experience. We were all the way up there. And that's all we're gonna do in Toronto today. Toronto, as I say. Let's go back to the campground, and tomorrow we're crossing back into the United States. So this is pretty much it for the trip. I'll show you some highlights of the trip back to Florida, but as always, thank you for watching, and see you on the road. It's our lucky day. The game just ended.
Yeah, it is not over until I sing.
Yep, everybody's getting out of the stadium right now, which means getting an Uber is gonna be nearly impossible. Oh, joy.
Circus, not my monkey.
Yeah, look at that.
Sorry.
They had that look like we probably lost.
We took the midnight train going, I sing up in the smoking room.
It's a sea of people out here. This is another one of those experiences that you can't really plan for. And even though it is an inconvenience, I'm glad we get to walk along all these fans.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up walking all the way back. Remember this building from this molding?
Well, yeah, Toronto was definitely fun. Now we have to drive back to the campground, and tomorrow all the way back to Florida. Not in one day. riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding, riding, riding. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Downtown Toledo back there. It's a brand new day on the road and we're about to cross Dayton, Ohio, cross under I-70, and I just realized that I'm wearing the t-shirt from the Air Force Museum, which is located right here. There's a lot to do in this area, by the way. Today we're just driving through because, you know, this is I'm redefining hightailing itself.
Welcome to Georgia.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, by the way, this is the end of this special series with Minitini, and it is probably going to be the last time we're going to travel with the old, the original, the legendary trailer. But new adventures await, including a trip with Mom, Peli Cruise, and the conclusion of Route 66. Yeah, we still have to do that, just to mention a few. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, and 'cause I'm free.
Welcome to Florida.